Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside Talk Show. I'm Carla Elizondo. Inside Talk Show, it's an inside job. We are living from the inside out, not the outside in. Happy Friday. We made it through the week. She has enough curls for all of us. Enough curls to go around. The bigger the head, the closer to God, baby. Here we go. We're continuing the reading. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. We're on Chapter 11, Acting in the Certain Way. Thought is the impelling force which causes the creative power to act. Thinking in the certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not rely upon those alone. But you must not rely on thought alone, paying no attention to personal action. This is where people get it twisted. You can't just sit there and think and dream. You gotta take action, inspired action, which you get from the thinking you do. Let me read that again. Thought is the impelling force which causes the creative power to act. Thinking in a certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not rely upon thought alone, paying no attention to personal action. That is the rock upon which many otherwise scientific metaphysical thinkers meet shipwreck, the failure to connect thought with personal action. Let's just touch base again on how we work. Thought creates feeling, creates action. Actions create our results. Then we start again. We think. Every single thought we have creates an emotion. So let's think every emotion you have or any feeling you have is connected to a thought. So if you feel, and this is what I always say, because in this work we talk about watch your thoughts, watch what you're thinking, and you're like, wow, that's a lot of work. When we look at our little guy here, this is our mind. Remember, this represents our mind, the conscious thinking mind, where we get ideas and thoughts from the outside world. Here's our little antenna, see, hear, smell, taste, touch, our senses, our 5 senses that we see the world with, all the results in our world we see. Conscious thinking mind, subconscious emotional mind. When I say watch what you think, or rather watch what you get emotionally involved with, what thoughts and ideas are you getting emotionally involved with? You might say, Carla, I don't know. I just feel really anxious. My stomach hurts. My shoulders are really tight. I'm just tense. I don't know what's wrong. That's fine. That's fine. But we're responsible for changing it. At any given moment, check in with your emotions, check in with your belly, check in with your gut, your chest, your back, your head, your body. Your body holds emotion. Your body is the vessel with which your emotion flows through. Your body is swimming with emotion. So at any moment, we can tap in to how we feel. How does your body feel? Good or bad? If it's bad, you are emotionally attached to a negative thought or someone else's negative thought. It does not matter. But in that moment, if you feel funky, that's fine. We all do. That's our daily work. Grab on to a thought. Gratitude. Gratitude is the quickest way to get out of it. What am I grateful for right now? I'm breathing. I'm healthy. I'm alive. I'm thankful. Just go to gratitude. Go to gratitude. If you feel funky, go to gratitude. Period. Because then that will make you think, start triggering thoughts that you're grateful for. Then hang on to your goal. Remember where you're going. Remember what you want for yourself and your family and the world. What good do you want to provide? What loving thoughts can you grab onto? Who do you love? Think of a pet, an animal, a baby, a kid, a niece, a nephew, your loved one. Gratitude, love, those are those higher emotions. Start vibrating on that, because when you're in fear, anger, worry, doubt, tense, anxious, those are just low vibrations. It's like if there was, you know how you have a dimmer light? You can have a dimmer light on the wall, make it low or light or bright. Low or bright. That's how emotions are. There really isn't any good or bad, negative or positive. It's just either low or high. Energetically, emotions have an energetic frequency. So grief, sadness, anger, hate, that's a very dense, low vibration frequency. It's dark. It's dense. It's heavy. You can just think of it and your body gets heavy. Physically, it feels heavy. There's like a weight. But higher vibratory, brighter, lighter, not just lighter with light, but lighter with weight, elevates. That's why the yogis and those people that meditate levitate. It's light. When you're in a good, light, loving, joyous mood, you can bounce. You feel like you're flying. It's a real thing. Do you feel heavy and dense, or do you feel light and airy? Our thoughts can do that to us. I do not know what tangent I got on. Anyways. Oh, about the thoughts, feeling, action. It's a cycle. Thoughts, feeling, action. And remember, what foot you start on. Start with thought. Your own thought, with your eyes closed and your ears closed. Ignore the senses. Ignore the evidence that's there. Because remember, the evidence that's in front of us is just a receipt. It's history. It's ancient history. This hair, this skin is a reflection of how I've been eating and drinking and sleeping for the past month. You're just looking at a receipt of Carla, how Carla's been behaving. And how Carla's been behaving was a result of how I was thinking and feeling. So what we do right now, what we're doing on Friday, November 5th at 11:11 a.m., what we're doing right now, we're going to project and meet in the future. Remember, this is how life is. We're always throwing our anchor into the future with a thought, and we're meeting it there. We're throwing it into the future and we're meeting it there. It's like a motorcycle. Our headlight is our thoughts. We're projecting it a few hundred feet in front of us, say a week or two in front of us, a day or two in front of us, depending on the power of it. So we're on the motorcycle, our headlights focused. If you see a big tree in front of you, guess where you're going to end up? Crashing right into that tree. So it behooves us to turn and focus on something else, because then that's where we'll end up. Always remember, whatever thought you're having right now is where you're headed. And the future will become the present. The future will become the present. Right here where I am right now was the future last night, but now I'm here. Tonight is the future, but I'll get there. Then it will be the present. There's only the present moment. Einstein said it best. There's no such thing as time or space. It's an illusion. We're only here and now. That's why we have to take it day by day, take it hour by hour, take it minute by minute. We get freaked out. We live in the past, we live in the future. Live here and now. And by living in here and now fully, where you want to be in your mind, disregarding anything you don't want. And yes, it can sound like you're ignoring reality. How can you ignore the atrocious things that are going on? The atrocious things that are going on are not a true representation of what's actually happening. It's just the receipt of how we've been thinking. I hope that made sense. Anyways, carrying on. All right. We have not yet reached the stage of development in which a person can create directly from the formless substance without nature's process or the work of human hands. A person must act as well as think. Well, we do act and think, but we're not directing it or taking responsibility for it. We blame outside sources. That's living from the outside in. But thought can cause the gold in the hearts of the mountains to be impelled toward you, but it will not mine itself, refine itself, coin itself, and come rolling along the roads into your pocket. Under the impelling force of the supreme power, people's affairs will be so ordered that someone will be led to mine the gold for you, and another person's business transactions will be so directed that the gold will be brought toward you. You must arrange your own business affairs so that you are able to receive it when it comes to you. It's another way of saying dig your ditches. If you want something, dig your ditches. For example, right now I'm doing big things behind the scenes. And remember, this work causes us to take that action, to overcome the fear. I am not there. I never will be. I want to do greater things and greater things and greater things. And that's what I do. That's what this work does for me. And the people that I surround myself with, we're always pushing each other. We don't arrive and kick our feet up. So wherever I'm at, I want a new level. So right now I'm going to a new level. And I have invested a lot of money, and I don't have it all right now for everything I want to do. But in my mind, I want this great, brand photo shoot, right? Where's that money going to come from? Somewhere. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and find and try on and window shop and try on the outfits I want to wear and start doing a Pinterest board to find what I want to do. And so by doing that, come on, girl. By doing that, I'm in the present moment, dwelling where I want to be. The photo shoot's already happening. I can see it. I can feel it. So the future will become the present. When I arrive, I'll be ready to go because everything will line up. I will start thinking, feeling, acting, and drawing it towards me. Like he said, the gold will be drawn towards you. But if I'm sitting here worrying, saying, I'm not going to plan a thing. I'm not going to do it. I need the money first. Oh my gosh, I need the money. That's the whole carrot thing. So this is, look at my nail. This is the carrot, remember, is anything you want that you don't have right now. This is my photo shoot. This is me frustrated. Look at my mean little eyebrow. It's in front of me. It's somewhere in the future. I don't have it yet. This keeps me frustrated, but time keeps a moving. But as I keep moving forward, do I get any closer to the carrot, to my photo shoot? No, it's always in front of me. But I need the money first, then I can get there. But as the months go by, it just seems to never happen. I have to look at my little drawing. Anyways, I have a lot going on. This is my photo shoot. I already have it. Look how happy I am. In my mind today, right now, I already have it. It's already done. It's already done. That keeps me in an emotional place. And then I act from that place. I'll be open to whatever has to come to me to be able to have that come to fruition. That's how anything and everything works. We have to be positive minded, have belief and faith. Remember, when we fear, it scares us, it makes us small, and it blocks our vision. Fear is faith inverted. Fear is faith turned upside down. Remember, both faith and fear demand that we believe in something that is not seen yet. Faith and fear demand that we believe in something that hasn't yet happened. That's the tool of the imagination. Remember, this is going to be described in further detail on my 6-week course, which is free if you want to join. Message me for the Zoom call. We're going to talk about the higher faculties, the 6 higher faculties. Remember, there's 2 parts of us. We have the seen part, brown hair, skin. This is Carla's physical body. But I also have an energetic, my energy, the unseen part of me. It's both. This is the finite part of me. Then my energy is infinite, infinite. My mind, my energy can be in Spain right now. Hello. My mind can be somewhere else. We talk like that. My mind was, God, get, where's my mind at? My mind is infinite. It goes beyond my body. Body's finite. My energy's infinite. Those are the 2 parts, the duality of our lives here. Which one am I dwelling in? The infinite part of me, otherwise known as where's my little guy? Oh, here we go. Conscious, subconscious. This is the world, the seen part, the physical, finite part of us, our ego. This is the infinite, the I am, where our soul and our heart is, the unseen, or AKA the kingdom of heaven, as Neville Goddard describes it. Are we dwelling here or here? Remember, you have to pick a side. And if you don't, you by default end up here. Living, moving, breathing from the ego. This is fearful. This is faithful. Where are you living? We can choose at any moment. Are you living in faith? Or are you living in fear? Are you living in the world? Or are you living in heaven? Remember, heaven and hell is not a place you go after you die. It's right between your ears and it's here and now. You create the atmosphere of heaven or hell. That's why you see people who are rich and wealthy. They could literally be in heaven on earth, in those, cabanas over the ocean and sipping on drinks and the finest food, and they're in hell. They want to go put a gun in their mouth. Heaven and hell, happiness, joy, it's a state inside. Doesn't matter where you're at. Or you can be in the greatest hell in the most seedy part of a town and be happy and blissful. Remember, your mind dictates where you dwell, and you can dwell wherever you want. And then that we can get whatever we want on the physical plane outside. But we experience that internal world. That's the real world, the internal world. That's why we say living from the inside out, not the outside in. All right. So it says, under the impelling force of the supreme power, people's affairs will be so ordered that someone will be led to mine the gold for you. And another person's business transactions will be so directed that the gold will be brought toward you. You must arrange your own business affairs so that you are able, dig the ditches. That was the whole point. Dig the ditches. All right. Your thought makes all things. Your thought makes all things, animate and inanimate. They work to bring you what you want. Hold on. However, your personal activity must be such that you can rightly receive what you want when it reaches you. All right, let's read that again. Your thought makes all things, animate and inanimate. They work to bring you what you want. However, your personal activity must be such that you can rightly receive what you want when it reaches you. You have to be ready. You've got to be prepared. Prepare for your dreams to come true. Let's think about this. If you want to be on stage and be a successful working actor that feels so confident in their skin, what do you have to do today to get there? Because when it arrives, you're not going to say, I'm going to start working out and really working on my body and get fit until I get that role, my dream role. Then I'll start working out for it. No, you already got to be and stay ready. They're never going to consider anybody for a role or for a magazine cover if you are too busy, and it's the truth, not taking care of yourself, not bright, shiny, and ready, and a good attitude and a good mood. It's not going to happen. You got to already be ready. Then you get picked. You're not going to get picked, then get ready. It's just like with dating. If you have a partner in mind, and you see yourself with that person, who do you have to be with that person? Doesn't matter who it is, male or female. Are you already ready? Prepare for your mate. Are you right now, today, if you met the person of your dreams, ready to be naked in front of them? Let's be honest. Totally confident in your own skin. And whatever that means to you, it doesn't mean a certain weight or a certain body shape. Are you confident in your own skin? Do you love yourself and accept yourself and would allow and be ready to accept the love of another person without fear, worry, doubt, insecurity? If you're not, anybody you attract right now won't be it. So you have to be ready. Your personal activity must be such that you can rightly receive what you want when it comes, when it reaches you. You are not to take it as charity or steal it. You must give every person more in use value than he gives to you in cash value. The scientific use of thought consists in forming a clear and distinct mental image of what you want, in holding fast to your purpose to get what you want, and in realizing with grateful faith that you do get what you want. Do not try to project your thought in any mysterious or occult way with the idea of having it go out and do things for you. That is wasteful effort and will weaken your power to think with sanity. That's just, there's so many things these days, especially social media. Neville Goddard. Wallace D. Wattles talks a lot about occult kind of just magical thinking or wishing or thinking that you need a trinket or something. All of those can help. And I'm not saying like I love me a good rosary, but it's just a symbol of what's going on inside. It's great to have the candles or the incense or the crystals and the gems. Those do have power, but if we're not right inside, that power's lost to us. Essential oils. If we are not right, it's not going to work. You can have all the crystals you want around you and wear them and sleep on them. But if you're a mess here, you're not going to be able to receive the power of that crystal. I do believe that there are elements in the world that have healing power. But it can't heal somebody who is not ready. All our job is to prepare this inner self so that we can reap the benefits of anything outside of us, actually produce them. So don't get involved in any magical, the magic is in us. It's in us. You only need you, yourself, and you. You do not need one person, one teacher, one guru, one tarot card reader. Nothing. You don't need a thing outside of you. And if you think you do, you will come to a point where it always leads back here. It always leads back here. It always leads back here. You might see other people getting successful. It always leads back here. It always leads back here. You yourself, you party of one. You were born into this world alone, and you're going to leave this world alone. It's a party of one. And it's a beautiful thing. Don't be scared. Don't feel lonely or afraid. The cave you fear to enter is the one that holds the treasure. And it's in here. The journey of life is the journey back to you, to your soul. I always say, well, this is what I've come to believe. When people say, well, Carla, what's God? You believe in God? What's God? They think of it as religion. So over that. God is law. God is law. And God works every moment in our life. The lights that are on right now, electricity is God. It's not a person. It's a power that permeates everything on this earth. I was hearing something by Dr. Joseph Murphy, a really good book of his being read, and it talks about electricity. The fear. Wow, that was a jump, Carla. Let's break it down to fear. Fear and faith. Fear means we're just ignorant. We're just ignorant. When we experience pain and suffering and we're scared and we're fearful, we're just ignorant of the laws. We're not working with the laws. It said if you touch an exposed wire, you're going to get shocked. That shock is simple ignorance of how electricity works. It's impersonal. But if it was clothed, wrapped up, and you touch it, that's knowledge of how to deal with electricity. Electricity is wonderful. It helps us with so many things. But it can also destroy. When they split the atom and realized the potential power that the atom has, what did people do with it? They made the atomic bomb to destroy and to blow up the world and use it as a weapon. That says it all. That's ego, man. Using a great realization in science to produce a weapon. I'm not even going there. Anyways, carrying on. All right. So do not try to project your thought in any mysterious or occult way with the idea of having it go out and do things for you. This is a wasted effort and will weaken your power, your true real power inside to think with sanity. In the preceding chapters, I have fully explained the action of thought in getting rich. You must use your faith and purpose to positively impress your vision upon the formless substance, which has the same desire for more life than you have. And this vision received from you sets all the creative forces at work in and through their regular channels of action, but directed towards you. It is not your part to guide or supervise the creative process. All you have to do with that is to retain your vision, stick to your purpose. That's the will. Another higher faculty, the will. Oh, I was getting into imagination. I was going to say this is a tool. Every single higher faculty is a tool that we have. We either hold it by the blade or hold it by the handle. Guess what we're holding it by? We're usually holding it by the blade. Imagination, imagining the worst case scenarios. Everybody's dead. They're in a ditch. Oh my God, life is terrible. I'm going to fail. We're imagining a future of horrors when we can easily hold it by the handle and imagine wondrous future events and expect the best. Same with the will. We can hold the will by the blade or by the handle. Holding it by the handle and willing and keeping the vision of what we want. All the things we want on the screen of our mind. Or we can use the will to keep those images of what we don't want, focused our mind and thoughts on things we don't want. Things we don't want. Or using the will to get things that aren't good for us. I always say this. When I want a hot fudge sundae and when I'm craving something so bad, all the king's horses and all the king's men, get out of my way. I am going to eat something terrible. I will go out at 3 o'clock in the morning and get something. I don't care. That's using my will. Ooh, I'm going to get it. Will I feel like crap in the morning? Yeah. Why can't I use my will for like, I want to make that dream come true and get it. Oh, I'm going to get that. I do it for destructive things. Or when I used to drink, addicts can really, people that smoke. Ooh, that willpower, the will, nothing can stop you. And they're usually for negative, addictive things that get us bad results. Anyways, more to come in that series on the higher faculties. So all we have to do is retain with your vision, stick to your purpose, and maintain your faith and gratitude. But you must act in a certain way so that you can appropriate what is yours when it comes to you, so that you can accept the things in your picture and put them in their proper places. Dig the ditches, prepare. If you want a savings and start saving for a house, you want to buy your own property, open up a savings account right now. If you don't already have one, that's labeled my future house, my dream house. You can do it for free. I don't care if you're part of a credit union, Bank of America, you might, I don't know, you might have to pay a little fee, but start a savings account. Open a special savings account for your future house. Put $1 in there. I think you have to have $1. Put $5 in there so you can see it. Prepare. If you want a house, you're going to have to pay for it, right? Open up a little savings today. Take action. Can't just sit there and wish for it. I have a savings that says Carla's Crib. I made like, I think years ago, over 10 years ago. There's $1 in there. There's $1 in there right now, but it's there. It's ready for the money to be put in there. Dig them ditches. You can readily see the truth of this. When things reach you, they will be in the hands of other people who will ask an equivalent for them. You can only get what is yours by giving the other person what is theirs. So say, I always bring this back to like acting. If a casting director or somebody goes, wow, you wanted, show me what you got. What's a monologue on hand? Go. What if you don't have, you can have a Shakespearean monologue, a comedic, a dramatic monologue. You got to be ready right now. Oh no, I'll have to go home and get off book and, oh honey, you're bye. Then on to the next person. Be ready. If you're an actor, have a monologue prepared, ready. Perform it every single day in your place on camera. So you're ready when you get asked to do it. Be ready. Stay ready. Those are the only people that succeed. And we were having a good conversation this morning about, if you are, it doesn't matter what profession you're in. But to succeed, you don't have to be good. And I'm not saying, diminishing anybody's talent, but you don't have to be the best. And we always, because I work with a lot of actors, we talk about acting. Not everybody's Meryl Streep and Denzel Washington. And sometimes when you watch stuff, you're like, that performance was a little off, or they're not very good. How did they get there? It doesn't matter. They got there. They're there. Bravo. To be an actor, you don't have to be good. If you want to be a successful working actor, you don't even have to be good. You just have to want it. And I'm sure your confidence will get better, but like to start out, to get going, to get the ball rolling, you ain't got to be good. You just have to want it. We see it all the time. How did that person get there? They wanted it. They got there. They use these methods. Their mind was right. Their attitude was right. Time and place. They were ready. They were ready. All you got to do is be ready. Be ready, hungry, and willing. Do you want it? It's yours. The Denzel Washington quote, I love. He probably got it from something else, but he goes, desire is God's proof that what you want already exists. It's already yours. The fact that you have the desire, Neville Goddard talks about this all the time. Maybe he got it from him. But desire is the proof that what you want is already yours, or you wouldn't have the desire. I liken it to a pantry with ingredients. If you desire a certain cake recipe, you have all the ingredients to bake it. You open it up. Oh, I got the flour, I got the sugar, I got the eggs. You're never going to come to a point where like, oh, I got to go ask Susie down the street for some brown sugar. No, you have it all inside of you. So if you want something, you have all the ingredients, or you wouldn't want it. I've said this before as an example. I have no desire to win the Stanley Cup or play hockey or the WNBA. I don't have a desire to do that. Probably because I ain't got the ingredients. I just don't, we all have, that's a beautiful thing. We all have different desires and dreams. That's why there's enough to go around. That scarcity mentality, that fear, it keeps us held back. And when you buy into that, it's hard to get out of. That's why it's so important to do this work. I don't care what it is, but do a daily study. Grow yourself personally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Surround yourself with like-minded people who are positive. There's enough negativity in this world. I talked the other day about playing the devil's advocate and being pushed back. No, thank you. I don't need anybody pointing out any more problems to me or stating the obvious. No. Keep it positive. I'll stop right there. We'll continue this on Monday. This is kind of a long one. I hope you enjoyed that. As always, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. If you have any questions, message me. Click the link on my profile page. Book a info call. I think I have the 6-month coaching just to see what it's about if you're interested, or just to talk to me, answer any questions for you, or just chit chat. The time slots are open and they're for you no matter what. So please take advantage of that. And I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Have a great weekend.